They'll run on first down. Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 11 now. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. A quick slant to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Emmanuel Agba there on the stop. 2nd and 9. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jones, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finished. He's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield. And that time they pick up a...
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. He completes it to Henry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Let's do it! So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. They'll run. Here's Harris. And they'll get this one down to about the 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run with Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Dolphins have got it. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Tagovailoa, flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Watch the run. They're running it. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, come on. Let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Jones on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back, it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Tua. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write him in a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more.
The best have always felt.
Now Jones. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play, the rules on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He shakes him off. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin with a couple of cellar dwellers from a season ago. The Jets on the road at Cleveland. And it's the Browns who have the lead late in the first half. Jarvis Landry, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Michael Gallup, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A give to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, it's Harris, and he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A first carry here for J.J. Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Touchdown! It's complete. Jacoby Myers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And 3 touchdown passes so far, but it hasn't been enough.
And the guys that I know that run teams in the NFL, they think it's because they haven't done enough. Despite what we're seeing here, 3 touchdown passes, looks good. In his mind, he's thinking, I just have to find a way to do more.
Yeah, he might be thinking I need 4 and 5, maybe 6. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Tua. It's Hill, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw. Jones.
The pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And now the kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
They run again with Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
129 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
And this returnable for Hill.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Miami. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and possession is 1st and 10. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And on the next-gen stats, CD, we see he traveled better than 50 yards after the catch. Koo now for the point after.
And that one gives him a 3-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Play action. Now it's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Tua's throw here pulled in by Bowden.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins, on the final play of the 3rd quarter, have taken the lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now Jones throwing on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. From the gun, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And over the middle, this is Parker. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He completes it to Henry. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Looking to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
The late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it, being chased out left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Tua going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa
taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Tua Tagovailoa who called his own number and finished it off with a touchdown run.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Throwing Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Gordon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
So now Jones and the Patriots down by 4. 1:38 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. Here's Jones. Pass complete to Harris.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
Jones throw there complete to Myers.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Oh, wide open, complete. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for New England.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10.
And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now Tua. Open net is Waddle complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days. Anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, you know, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
So for the Pats, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to